Hi, I'm Nick Nanton, and welcome to America's Premier Experts, the one and only place where we bring the top experts from all around the world directly to you. And I've got just one of those experts here today, Miss Jen Burg. Jen, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So it's great. It's really fun to have you. Obviously, I've known you for years and years, and I've watched your success, and most importantly and recently of the SuburbanMom.com. So I have watched kind of your life as a mom grow, and I know a lot of your readers and viewers, I guess you call online, would have watched it too. So how do you classify the Suburban Mom for people?
The Suburban Mom is a blog all about life as a mom. Everything from reviews and deals, love deals, craft projects, parties, a little bit of everything that moms do on a day-to-day basis, and kind of a snapshot of my own life.
Yeah, and you also, I love the way you do things kind of on a personal level. When you use a product or try a product or find a deal, you kind of integrate how your family liked it or how your girls liked it or kind of how it worked for you, right?
Most definitely. My girls are absolutely my inspiration, and so they are all over my site, and you can see how they're actually playing with things or using things or what I'm really doing for their parties and craft projects with them. So yeah, definitely.
I even see your husband kind of sneak into the writing every now and then.
Every once in a while I sneak him in. I either make him write something from Dad's point of view, or I love to try to get pictures of him in there when I can.
That's great. So blogging is such an interesting thing because you really have become like a curator. It's like a fashion editor but instead of fashion, I mean, I'm sure it includes fashion too for kids and babies and everything else, right? But you really have, you get to go out and do what you're very talented at, which is find great things in the world that other people want to know about. Tell us a little bit about that process and kind of what you do. I mean, I know I've seen you to Hollywood and back, and you live this kind of amazingly down-to-earth but charmed life, and you kind of let everyone else in on it. So tell us about that.
That's so nice. Thanks, Nick. It's kind of a combination of I've been doing this long enough and I've had enough contacts that they come to me, and some things I go out and seek as well. I love Disney, so anytime I can get a chance to work with the mouse and all of the things that he represents, I'm all about it. But also anything from kids project to a little bit of fashion, I like to sneak that in there as well. So yeah.
That's really cool. So what would you say is one of your favorite ways to bring those things? I know like around Christmas there's certainly lots of deals. There's so much for a parent to have to sort through. It's actually really refreshing for someone like me to be able to just go to a site like yours and just see, okay, these are like the best things I just need to really focus on. I mean, how does that process work for you?
If you think it's a lot for you to sort through, it's even more to sort through for me, because somehow I'm trying to fill my own girls' wish list and trying to include boys in there too, which I don't know a lot about. And it really is, it's a process. It's a daily process. I spend almost all day looking at what's out there and comparing it to, if we're talking about a deal, we're talking about what prices have been in the past versus what they are now. Because just because it's $20 off doesn't mean that that's actually a good deal for everybody. So I'm very careful about the things that I choose either to highlight as far as products or as far as deals that are actually good products or good deals. There are a lot of things out there that are not. So it really is a lot of research, a lot of thinking about it, and when it's products, actually letting the girls play with it and seeing what they actually think about it.
That's great. Yeah, I know a lot of what you do too is, companies actually send you the products and let you live and experience them. I mean, everything from like cars to everything, right?
I've done cars, I've done hotel stays, and then I've done small toys. I've done Polly Pockets. So literally big to small. And yes, there are things that are not so great, and those actually usually go back to the company with a nice little note about why they don't want me to talk about it. I mean, let's be honest, nobody really wants to talk about a toy that's not any good. But for the most part, I'm very choosy about the things that I talk about and about the things that I accept into my home, because if I'm not going to like it, there's no point in even saying yes.
That's awesome. Now, tell me this. So you've also, I noticed recently, you've really started to talk a lot about crafts and parties and that sort of thing. Obviously, it must be a passion of yours. And with two kids, there's got to be so many parties and everything you go to. I know the drill, right? So,
yeah.
So tell me, tell us, our viewers, just a little bit more about what they can hope to learn from your blog about crafts and parties.
Sure. Well, that is definitely my passion, and that's something that I love to do. If I could spend all day crafting and designing parties, I probably would. And I definitely get that from my mom, who always had these over-the-top birthday parties for us as a kid. So I feel compelled to do the same thing. And I got to the point where I was like, well, I'm doing all of these awesome parties. I should share them. I'm doing all these great craft projects with the girls. I should share them. And so that's what it comes down to. They are things that I'm actually doing. They are parties I'm actually doing for my family, and then I share them. So everything from ideas of small projects you can do with your kids on a Saturday afternoon when you don't have anything else to do because it's raining outside, to party ideas, printables for back to school, little signs that you can hold up saying first day of school, those kinds of things. Anything a mom could need to do just fun things with our kids. It's kind of fun and creative because that's what I like to do, so I like sharing it.
Love it. So obviously everyone can find your blog at thesuburbanmom.com.
Yes.
And how about if any other media requests it, or someone wants you to review their product, or they want to interview you, how can they find you?
Yeah, all that information is on thesuburbanmom.com. There's an About Me tab that links to all that information to contact me. I'm also on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on YouTube, I'm kind of all over the place. So yeah, pretty easy to find.
Very good. That's a good thing. Well,
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much, Nick. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.